What's up, guys? It's your boy FS Marashevsky, and I'm back here with another video. Like I said in the previous video, this video is going to be talking about all about Meps. So in the last video, I'm pretty sure I was talking about basically right until before I got the Meps. So I was talking about how I had 2 different recruiters, all that, yeah. So yeah, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I had a recruiter that did the signing me up and getting me setting me up so I could go to Meps. So, and then I told you guys about all that trouble I had with my mom, how she wasn't even about to let me go, but I convinced her to let me go because it's what I wanted to do. You know, I was 18, I was like, Mom, come on, you gotta let me go. This is what I want to do. I understand, she probably was as a mom, cause I'm an only child. I don't got no brothers or sisters, none of that. So I can see where she's coming from. But I also knew that this is what I wanted to do, and that I had to go. If I didn't go, then there was no Navy. So I had to convince her somehow to let me go, and she did. So that was good. So yeah, Meps. So I got with another recruiter. I just had to text him my name. He texted me back some stuff. I think, okay, let me go back. The practice ASVAB test that I first took, it wasn't the NASIS thing or whatever. It was something totally different. I don't know what it's called, but it was a practice ASVAB. But then the other recruiter had me take the thing that was called NASIS, the other practice one that's actually set up like the actual ASVAB that you'll take at Meps. So he had me take that, and I passed it. I didn't do that good, but I passed. You know, I passed. Which is all that matters. I just want to have a high enough number where I could get in, and I did. So yeah, basically, so I did all that. He set up a date to go the Meps. So I went to school, and my 12th grade year, I only did half days. I had early release because I had enough credits where I only had to stay half a day, and I graduated early. I just graduated 2.5 weeks ago. But the process of actually getting a Navy started in October, yeah. I think October 17th. I'm gonna insert a clip. I'm not really good with super good with the editing, so I had to put in a whole separate video, but you'll actually see a little 1-minute clip of me reviewing the hotel at Meps. Not really that serious, but yeah, I want to insert that so y'all can see. Hopefully it's not too cringy, but what is that? Never mind that. Yeah. So let me hurry up and start explaining about Meps. So basically, yeah, I got with the recruiter. He picked me up from school. He had me bring just a little bag, just overnight bag for clothes and stuff. He told me, that basically though, but let me actually rewind a little bit more. So not a whole lot, but he was telling me I don't know if your recruiters told you this, but basically kind of the doctors will do things to try to disqualify you over the littlest things, but honestly, I didn't really have that many problems though. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't. It was kind of I did, but honestly, I'll explain that later though. But honestly, he was you gotta make sure you clean your ears, because if they go in your ears and they check that you got a whole bunch of wax up in there, that could disqualify you. But I just made sure at the hotel, I washed my ears real good. He was talking about you should buy a whole kit. I was nah. I was just nah, I didn't buy a kit. Because I honestly didn't think it was that serious, and it ended up not being that serious. If you did have gotten disqualified for having some dirty ears, then your ears must have been real bad. But nah, it was fine for me though. I didn't really want to take it to that extreme and buy a whole kit because I didn't really think it was necessary. It ended up being good, but all right, let's fast forward. So my recruiter comes into school, picks me up. He takes us to this like little cafe thing, so we get this before we actually went off 2 maps, so we could do more papers, something like that. I don't know. I had to like few signatures on some papers. I don't even know what it was, honestly, looking back. But that's besides the point. So then we got back in the car. He drew me up to Meps, where I'm having to think back, man. I should have made a YouTube channel right when all this stuff was happening, so I had to fresh my mind. But I had to remember now. So he brought me into the Meps and hold on. I had to close the blinds. I was like seeing some light flashes and stuff. Like I was like, what? But anyways, yeah. So he dropped me off at Meps. He actually stayed there because what he had to do is he had to see if I actually passed my actual ASVAB, because if I didn't pass, then he would have to take me back home, and I would have to start the whole process over again. But I didn't. I passed. But so I'm trying to think if the first day was just the ASVAB. Yeah. But first you go up to like the the ASVAB was just the first day. So you go up to like the front desk and you tell them your name. I'm pretty sure they get you like this packet, or no, maybe that's the next day. But I don't know. I'm trying to think like exactly what happened. You do like your fingerprint thing up for the front desk. I'm thinking so much about the second day, and cause I think honestly like the first day was quick. I think when you come in, they got this little room on the side where it's like a room with these cubbies, and you gotta put your stuff in there. So yeah, then he had me sit in this chair and wait because there's like more people coming in from other places that are about to take the ASVAB with me. So finally, he basically told us the rules. Be respectful. Be quiet. Talk to the people with respect, and all that. Just it was like a whole little pamphlet of rules and what they expect of you. So after all that, we finally went to the room to take the test. I don't know how long you get to take the test, but I think it took me. Honestly, I can't really tell you. I don't really remember, but I think like an hour and a half. I think. And I think, also not really knowing for sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think you get 3 hours to take the ASVAB. But, you have the math, you have 2 kind of maths, like in English. You have that one part with the shapes that I hated that. I don't even know if I honestly, because I didn't really I know my score, but I didn't know the parts that I actually did good on. But that part was that part was whack. The different, if you took an IASAB, you know what I'm talking about with the shapes and having which pieces go into that. You know what I'm talking about if you took the IASAB. But then you have the part with the automotive part, or with the tools and the different pieces tools. I think I actually did good on that part. I think I did good on English. I'm honestly not good at math, so I don't know if I did good on that part, but so yeah, so I was done with the ASVAB. Then I was kind of nervous because I knew I did better on the practice ASVAB. So I'm like, oh, Lord, please just tell me I did good. Please tell me, just please, Lord. If I was thinking the whole time if I can't even pass the ASVAB, I know for sure the Navy, then it wasn't for me, but. I opened up he was like, you want me to open it? You can open it. I was like, you can open it. He opened it. Like, you passed, man. Congratulations. I was like, oh, thank God. I'll tell you guys what my SBAT was. Hey, I'm not the smartest person, honestly. But it's not the lowest because you need a 31 to get into the Navy, but I got a 40. Yeah, you might be thinking it's low, but hey, all I really wanted to do was get high enough to be able to get into the Navy, and that's what I did. So, after that, he left because I was set. I could then, so we all got done. Then everybody everybody got together because we were about to take the bus to the actual hotel from Meps. Now that I was passed and I was all set to go to the hotel, so I would say how many people were with me. Probably I think it was like 15, 16 people in my group. So I think we might have stood up in like fours, or I think we stood up on a whole line, and they told us to board the bus. Got on the bus, no talking. I don't think there was no talking, but you just got on the bus. I don't even know how long the bus ride was. I think it was like 15 minutes from there. This was the Buffalo Meps. It's kind of like Buffalo Niagara Falls, but yeah, Buffalo Niagara Falls Meps. What else? So yeah, we took the bus to to the hotel. Went to the hotel. Still, I'm kind of having to remember all this. It was like a Sheraton hotel, I think. Yeah, I think a lot of the hotels for the you go to for like the military is Sheraton, but man, I don't remember. So we all got into the hotel. The one guy that was driving the bus, he took us to like the next floor up I think it was just for like the military people. He had it was just like this one like room. Like, I don't know about you guys, but you have like a room where it's like I don't think anybody actually went to it, but it's like where they had like games they could do, and everybody could it's like a room where everybody could just come and like get to know each other, but everybody honestly just stayed in their rooms. Honestly, I'm pretty sure. At least me and my roommate did. But and that we just had this guy. Just had I think we had to the guy that was in the room tell us we had to tell him our information and stuff, and yeah. But I honestly don't really remember that part that much, but okay, so basically he gave us he gave us our room cards. We went to our room. He told us because we had another meeting where we had to meet up, just to check in there. But he gave us our room cards. We all went to our rooms. Everybody was cool. We all got each other's names and stuff. Everybody was cool. There was I think there was 4 girls. Surprisingly, out of the 15, 16 people, there was nobody joining the Marines. Just out of my group. But there was my roommate was also going into the Navy. There were some Air Force people, Army people, but yeah. So I went to our rooms, and I think we were in our rooms for in a half an hour, 40 minutes, putting all our stuff away or whatever we were doing. My roommate was cool. He was I don't know, he was I don't know. He was actually he had to go back, I think, in another month because he failed his ASVAT, but he was still going to Meps to take his physical and stuff. I didn't really get that, how they let him go to the hotel when he didn't pass his ASVAT, but that's whatever. But he got honestly, I'm not gonna put his information out there like that, but just honestly, he didn't pass, so he had to go back another month. I think that's what you could do. If you fail, you can go back and try again. But So this one dude that was in our group, he knocked on the door. My roommate answered it, and he was like, "Y'all trying to go get some dinner?" And I was like, yeah. So I went down there with the groups. I don't know about your guys' mess, but the restaurant that was like provided for Meps was excuse me, TGI Fridays, and we went down there, and they have these free menus with like not a lot of stuff on it. Everybody, I don't even know why I was this dumb. I had money on me, so I didn't really like what was on the free menu, so I got something like after the actual menu. And what I got, actually, I didn't even like. I was like, I should have just got whatever was on the free menu and just like whatever. I shouldn't even spend. But what ended up happening is the waiter was nice enough to actually have my meal be free too. And I was like, I was gonna tip her anyways, even if the meal was free. But because I was gonna pay with my meal and tip her because that's just like that's what you're supposed to do. So since it was free, I ended up like tipping her more than I was gonna tip her with the paying for my food and the tip. So I gave her like I think a $20 tip, $25, and because it was really nice that she didn't make me pay for the actual meal. I was appreciative, and so yeah, it was a nice time. Getting to talk with the different people, hearing other people's stories about like why they're joining the military, and honestly, a lot of people weren't going active duty; they were going reserves. I think it was only like me and like out of the 15, 16 people, like me and like four other people going active duty. Not a lot of people were going active duty, but so then we went up back to our hotels. Shortly after that, we had that meeting that we had to go to. We had to check in with the guy again. So that was only like I think like 10 minutes. Like I don't even know exactly what he said, but it was like 10 minutes when we went to our room. Me and my roommate took showers because that's what our recruiters told us to do. Like make sure you're clean because the doctor's you don't want to be stinky when the doctor's trying to check you and stuff. So I made sure I definitely cleaned my ears because I didn't go out and get the kit like he recommended. I didn't feel like it was necessary, but so and while my roommate was in the shower, that's when I took a little Snapchat clip, which I'll insert in the next video. It'll be just a short little thing, but just so I can show you guys what my hotel looked like. It's not that serious, but so we went to bed. We had to be up like early. I think like 5 something in the morning. 5:45, I think. So we went down, and also another thing that recruiters told us like don't eat a lot at the breakfast because it could do something with your body where like when you pee and stuff or they're checking your blood, it could like spike things. So they're like don't eat a whole lot of breakfast. I listened to that. I didn't really because they were like don't drink like a lot of juice because that like the acidity levels or like something it could mess up something. So I drank like 1 glass of like apple juice, had some sausage, potatoes, like a few eggs. But I didn't really. You had some people loading up their plates, and I was thinking like, your crew must not told you. But I was just thinking like they're probably gonna be all right, and I think that nobody in my group failed or got disqualified or whatever. But so after breakfast, you get back on the bus to Meps so you can take the physical. So you get into the Meps, and I think they have you line up again. Oh yeah, you have to do like these stickers which says your name, the branch you're going into. Put that on. So I'm gonna try to remember as much as so. We went up to the front desk again, and did our little fingerprint things. So then what would we do next? I think okay, we went into it's. I know some people's Meps have like different floors and everything. It was just one floor of Meps. So we went into this one room where basically everything happened, and you carry around this little like thing that the different doctors like sign off that you know like what you if you had like good hearing, good sight, whatever. But you just had to carry that thing around with you like the whole time while you had Meps. First we sat down. Doctors called us in to do I think I did my hearing first. You go in this little room with like 4 people, and you have the one guy that like does the thing, whatever. You got this little clicker. You got the earphones, super quiet in there. You got like 3 or 4 people in there. You sit. You have like beeps in the left ear. You have beeps in the right ear. Every time you hear like a buzz or the sound or whatever it is, you gotta click it, and it keeps on getting quieter and quieter and quieter. But each time you hear it, you gotta click, click, click. I've heard like people like that can't really hear. They would like time how long the beats were and just keep on clicking it. Some people, like, sometimes whoever's in there watching you like catches on like and like knows you're doing that. But some people get away with it. But I didn't have to do it. I actually ended up having 100% perfect hearing. I wasn't surprised because I've always had good hearing, but so I got 100% perfect hearing. And so next you go back out into the room with the chairs out, and a lady called us in to do our site. I think she took our blood pressure. You know, that's easy. Just do your blood pressure thing where it squeezes your arm. Then she has you do you sit in this chair, you look into this thing, and you gotta like it's like a thing where you got some circles. Which one looks different? You have like the different letters. They go from like big to small, and you gotta read the row. Then you got like the color brightness thing. That's a little book with like these little colorful stones that got like a number in the middle. Because I got 20/20 vision. I'm not colorblind, so I got perfect on that. What did I do next? This is kind of like out of nowhere, but I just want to tell you guys that like I know a lot of people have YouTube channels, but everybody has a different experience. So that's why I want to make a YouTube channel, because even though there's a tons of Navy YouTubers, you know, from like people like JT Suits, from like people like me who have not a lot of subscribers, but everybody has different experiences. So everybody has something to a different story to tell. So yeah. So now next we have the where we gotta pee in a cup. So we all line up. We have like these chairs that are like that we all sit in, and then one guy calls us in the room. Like 6 people go into the room, and you got like the urinals, but there's nothing blocking your so because it's like urinals, but it doesn't have like the block or the borders things like in regular ones, because they gotta see you pee in the cup. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see you whip your thing out, put it in the cup. They gotta see the piss go into the cup, make sure it's yours, all that. So, but the thing about the first time I had to pee, I tried and I tried, but I could not pee. So finally, everybody's done, and I'm the last one in there. I'm like, I look at him like I can't pee, and he was like, "All right, go, get out, and drink some water, and come back. Like go do another thing, and then come back later when you can pee." And I was like, "All right." I threw the cup in the garbage. Went out and what did I do next? So I drank like a whole bunch of water, and we're gonna get into like a funny part, which wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny looking back. Like, so I probably drank a whole gallon of water just standing at the dang water fountain. Like, I was just, oh my god, I was slipping that water down like. Because I was like, I'm not looking stupid not being able to pee. So I was drinking as much water as possible. So then I got on the line where you get your blood drawn. That was the first time I got my blood drawn, so I wasn't going to act like a bitch. But I went in there and I told him, like, my first time getting blood drawn. He was like, it's nothing serious, man. You're not even going to feel it. So he put like the little rubber band on the thing, or I think it was this arm, but anyways, put the little rubber band where right here, and then he had like this blue squishy ball where you squeeze it so he could see your vein, and he just sticks the needle in, and you literally for like a quarter of a second feel like a little pinch. It's really nothing that serious, and it's just this little capsule. It's not like a whole like bag. This like they just need a little capsule of your blood. And I was like, oh dang, this is not bad at all. It literally took like 10 seconds. So that was like something that was done out of the way. So then after that, I was like, okay, all right, I got my blood taken. But then I started feeling, I was like, oh my God, I gotta go pee so bad. Cause at that point the gallon of water kicked in and it was ready to come out. But now that I'm ready to go and pee in a cup, the guy's not ready for me. So when I tell you I'm waiting there for like 20 minutes on a full bladder, I was I was pacing back and forth. I was holding my stomach. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I almost had tears in my eyes. I've never felt this type of pain when it came to having to go to the bathroom. Because it's not like you could ask the person, "Oh, can I go to the bathroom?" Because no, you have to pee in the cup. Because if I went to the bathroom, because I don't know if you have like a certain amount of times that you can like try to go pee, but I wasn't chancing it. So, and I wouldn't obviously go to the bathroom when I knew I had to pee in the cup. So obviously I had to hold it there, and I was like, so yeah. Finally, the person did come, and he was like, "You waiting to go pee in the cup or the urinalysis or whatever it's called?" And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta go really bad this time." I'm like, "I gotta go for sure this time." He was like, "All right, come on." So you write your name on this sticker, you put it on the cup, open it, whatever. You put it on the urinal. No, that's when you pee in the cup. He has to see you whatever, pee in the cup, whatever. Then he has to see you do everything really. The thing about having to pee, because some people don't pee enough, they only pee like a quarter or a half. It has to be fully. You have to fill up the whole cup. And if you only fill like a quarter or a half, they'll have you pour it out and do it all over again. Some people have to do it again because of that. But the funny thing is, when you bring it up to the little counter where the guy puts it in the thing, they only use like a quarter or a half of it anyway. So why you had to fill up the whole cup, I don't know. But you just do this. It's what you got to do. But so yeah, after that, I felt so good. So, cause after I try to fill up the cup, you get to obviously finish going to the bathroom after you fill up the cup. But whew, my pee was straight clear. It was no yellow, nothing. Bad boy, man. Shoot, it was straight, like straight water just coming out, man. I can't even explain the pain I was feeling. Like there was physical pain that I was feeling that because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. So next, we all went to this one room. I'm trying to think what part was next. Yeah, that was like that. Okay, so there was like there was like nurses, kind of like how you have nurses, but then there was like one main doctor that actually like, you know, like had you bend over and all that and check your nuts. So that was the next part. We went to the one room, had you sit down. Oh, I'm missing a one part. Okay, I think it was like the first or second thing we did at Maps. Let me run. We went in this one room where it's like they had you answer those same questions when you're in the recruiter office, the yes or no questions. Because if you answer yes on anything that you answer no on, you're disqualifying yourself. Like, don't check yes on anything you check no. Because that's stupid. Do not disqualify yourself. So, and they had this little tattoo chart. If you have tattoos, I don't have tattoos, so I don't have to do that. But if you do, you gotta like mark down like every place you have tattoos. I think this is like also. This might be the place where like if you have piercings, you gotta take them all out. Honestly, you shouldn't even have came with piercings, because like they're not allowed. But if you did, you gotta take them off. And that was basically all of that. And also in that little classroom, they all one by one they breathalyzed us. And like, dude, if you seriously come to Meps drunk, you are dumb as hell. That's like you wasted your recruiter's time, people at Meps time. Like, you're wasting everybody's time if you really come to Meps drunk. That's stupid as hell. I don't even know why. Nobody was drunk, but I'm just saying, if anybody did come to Meps drunk, you were dumb as hell. But so you know, you blow into it, and everybody came up zero. Thank God, nobody was drunk or nobody had alcohol in the system, so we were all good. And then we did the next steps, what I already explained. So let me fast forward. When we were in the doctor's office, that's where he checks your ears. He has like you bend over. He puts like the stethoscope, whatever it's called, on your back as you take a deep breath, breathe out. Whatever he feels like in your stomach. Make sure you don't have like, I don't even know what he's checking for, but he feels in your stomach. I think he checks like the whatever. I think they do that, but they check your ears. My ears are clean. They have a problem with that. I think he does make you bend over so he could like look in your booty hole. But it's nothing really that serious. He has you drop your pants so he could, you know, grab your nuts and you cough. You know, something. You know, it's just like normal stuff that you would do in like a regular physical or whatever. You know, if you did sports or you know whatever. But after that was like the one part that like a lot of people know of. This was the last part, so this was the part where and honestly this is long, so I'm about to like you know, it might be a long video, but I'm not gonna make a part 2 because we're almost done. This is part where you like go in the room, you take all your clothes off besides your drawers, and it's like this big empty room where you just have like these benches like on like the side, and you have like this TV that was like mounted up on the wall showing you like the different things you had to do. We waited like 10 minutes or whatever for the doctor to come in, but this part where you got like the duck walk. I would show you guys how to do it, but I don't know if I could like set my camera up like that. Hold on. Maybe I could show you guys. Okay. Dang. Okay, hold on. Hold on, yeah. Okay. Kind of like this. Take a step like that. Like this. Ooh. That's not how you do it, but you go like this, and then you go like that. We'll have you do like things like this, where you like you kick back, other leg, kick back. We'll have you like walk on your heels, walk like strictly on your